tough to be a Boston Celtics fan right now, Mario. It really is. Let me tell you something, okay? Jaylen Brown is out for the rest of the season after tearing a scapholunate ligament in his left wrist. Um, Boston Celtics don't have a timetable for his return, but they do say that he should be on the court in late October, which is around the expected time. Adam Silver wants the next NBA season to start. Because he expects the league to go back to normal schedule. Yeah, Mara, this is not looking good for the Boston Celtics. Let me go first since this is my team. But before I do, the article was written by Tim Bontemps, who is from ESPN. So let me go first, okay? Just a little bit of background on Jaylen Brown. He's having his best season this year. He's averaging a career high 24.7 points on 48.4% shooting. When you really look at it, Mario, aside from Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown's our best player. And now that we lost that link, I'm gonna be real with you, Mario. If we make the playoffs, I can't see us going any further than the first round. I'm gonna be honest with you, because like I said, this team is supposed to be a super team, and we're not. We're just a joke right now. You know what I mean? And again, there's been a lot of factors. COVID-19 hit the team pretty hard. There's been a lot of injuries as well, so it's not all their fault. But at the same time, we expected a lot out of the Boston Celtics because this team is just it's just good. When you look at it on paper, it's a very, very elite team. It's an elite team. So we expected a lot out of the Boston Celtics this year. And we just haven't gotten that expectation. And to be honest with you, Mario, every time I watch a Celtics game, like, I don't know what to expect. Because it's either we're going to get blown the hell out or we're going to win in overtime by like a point. You know what I mean? So, again, not everything is their fault. Again, injuries have gotten in the way and whatnot. But at the same time, you still got to produce. You still got to do your job. Just because that's happening doesn't mean you get to slack off. You know what I mean? So without Jaylen Brown, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mario. I can't even see us going past the first round this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't. Unless if a miracle happens, which I'm not so sure if that's gonna happen. I don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen to Boston. But yeah, Mario. As for Jaylen Brown, I wish my guy the best of luck with his recovery. I hope for him a speedy recovery. Hopefully, he can get back on the court next year, and help the Boston Celtics out next season. As for the Celtics, next man up, I'm pretty sure Marcus Smart's going to take over for him. So I do wish him the best of luck with that. Um, Other than that, Mario, it's just tough watching the Boston Celtics. It really is. It just is. But with that being said, whatever they do, best of luck to the Celtics. Same thing with Jaylen Brown. I'm hoping for a speedy recovery out of him, and I wish him the best of luck as well.
Yeah, I'll take over from there. Best of luck to Jaylen Brown. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. Now, going to the Boston Celtics, yeah, Nate, it's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Now, I still think they're going to make the playoffs. However, again, you're right. I don't see them getting past the first round. If so, then that team is really going to have to step up. Jason Tatum is going to have to hit that Kobe level where he's dropping 50 points a night. Kemba Walker is going to have to turn back into that all-star prime Kemba Walker that we've seen with the Charlotte Hornets. Um, Marcus Smart is going to have to play tremendous defense, and all that stuff could happen. But again, at the end of the day, I can't see the Celtics continuing that type of consistent pace for 4 wins basically in the first round, And if they do get past the first round for some reason, they're not getting past the second. I can't see it happening. But one thing you forgot to mention too, Jaylen Brown is also part of the U.S. Olympic team,
Oh,
which means Jaylen Brown was not even going to be in the Olympics, which really sucks for Jaylen Brown because one thing that a basketball player would love to have is a gold medal around their neck. Obviously there's the NBA championship, but to have a gold medal around your neck, it's a little bit of the icing on the cake as well. And the fact that he's not going to be there. I mean, maybe he still might get a gold medal if he stays with the team, but the fact that he's not going to be playing and actually he'll be representing, like in spirit, but the fact that physically playing, he's not going to be representing his team. That's going to be really tough. But yeah, he is part of the U.S. Olympic team. I think Kemba Walker is part of that team too. Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma, Bam Adebayo, a bunch of young players. But it is really unfortunate. But Jaylen Brown has had a great season, Nate. He really has played great. He really has stepped up this year and proven that he has been an all-star. I'm going to look up his stats real quick right now. This season, he has averaged 24 points per game, 6 rebounds and 3.4 assists. So he has been averaging pretty good numbers, And I always thought Jaylen Brown was a very underrated player as well. I really did. I always thought he was underrated. Um, Last year he averaged 20 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. And then if you look at it, every single year he is improving, except for 2018, he kind of had a down year. But other than that, Nate, he really is a good player. Jaylen Brown. He really is a good player. And it really is unfortunate because he is an entertaining player to watch. But the Celtics, again, like we say, next man up, and they got to survive. And that's one thing that the Celtics are going to have to do. And who knows, Nate? I remember when Kyrie Irving was still on the team. And you remember when he got hurt, and a lot of people thought they were done, and the Boston
Yeah,
Celtics
yeah.
ended up making a run in the Eastern Conference Finals. They didn't win, but they ended up making a run, and then LeBron James ended up shutting them down. Who knows, Nate? That could happen. I'm not saying it will, but that could possibly happen. There's a small chance. So I wouldn't count the Celtics. Yeah, I do think they're going to make the playoffs. I just don't see them going past the first round. But you know what? The Celtics could easily prove me wrong by making it past that first round and making a run. So with that being said, Nate, I wish the Celtics the best of luck and Jaylen Brown the best of luck. As for the Celtics, I don't wish you guys too much luck because you guys are in the same conference as the Chicago Bulls, and the Chicago Bulls are still in playoff contention. So if you guys can kind of not have such a lot of luck to the point where we don't have success, that'd be perfect. But regardless, though, I wish the Boston Celtics good luck, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how they do without Jaylen Brown.